You know what I'm saying? So you have liars.
Man.
Liars are now the face of our culture. You think they would ever, oh, Beyonce had the best fit for somebody else?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth?
About R. Kelly, Beyonce was on that island where Beyonce was on island. Beyonce and the camel. Beyonce and Jay-Z are linked to island.
What do you mean she's dead? You know, what happened to her? This was just a beautiful, young, seemingly healthy 28-year-old woman. I was told that she didn't have any health issues, you know, and it was very shocking to hear.
Now you kind of look at them like scoundrels. What won't you do for that damn career? Listen, this is a disgusting business. That's all I'm gonna say. This business is so disgusting that I can't. I think that Jay-Z and Beyonce are master manipulators.
Wendy Williams isn't backing down from these accusations, and she's apparently causing serious concern for the Carters by revealing everything about what allegedly transpired with Cathy White and her ties to Epstein Island. At first, the narrative suggested she was simply Jay-Z's side piece, who eventually became their surrogate due to Beyonce's reproductive challenges, but fresh information indicates the situation runs much deeper. Word is she regularly attended all the major Hollywood gatherings as a frequent guest, and allegedly even visited that notorious island through her associations with various celebrities. Reports claim she observed plenty of questionable activity at these exclusive events, including supposedly the infamous assault case with Harvey Weinstein that surfaced in the Epstein documents. For some background on Cathy White, she worked as both a publicist and fitness consultant in entertainment, and allegedly started her relationship with Jay-Z after her best friend Claudia Jordan introduced them. The speculation began when journalist Liz Crokin contacted Cathy, seeking an exclusive story at her Star magazine editor's direction. Cathy's first instinct was protecting Jay-Z by refusing to confirm anything, but Liz presented her with exclusive photographs showing them together in what appeared to be an intimate moment. That's the moment Cathy emotionally broke and shared with Liz what Jay-Z and Beyonce were allegedly doing to her. Here's where Cathy made a critical error, though. Before ultimately agreeing to speak with Liz, she had informed Jay-Z that Liz was pursuing her, and even revealed her intention to do the exclusive interview. What happened next is shocking. Mere days before the scheduled interview, she was discovered deceased in her residence. Her official cause of death was listed as a brain aneurysm. Naturally, many people questioned this explanation. Their skepticism stemmed from two major red flags. First, the timing was incredibly convenient, with her death occurring just before she planned to reveal their affair publicly. Second, there were claims she was significantly pregnant when she passed, and coincidentally, Beyonce delivered Blue Ivy around that same period, despite previous reports about her fertility struggles.
Or telling her story to me on the record, which implied to me, obviously, that if she was willing to tell her story about Jay-Z, that it was indeed true that she was having an affair with him. So that was pretty much it. That was the last time that I talked to her, and I was, you know, under the impression that she was very strongly considering talking to me and telling me her story about her affair with Jay-Z. So a few days go by and I'm following up with her, I'm calling her, and I can't get a hold of her. And I believe that this went on for a few days. And it was just really weird because she always answered her work phone. I thought it was really strange that she wasn't answering her phone. She was MIA. I didn't know what the deal was. So I ended up reaching out to one of her colleagues. And when I finally got hold of one of her colleagues, they told me that she's dead. And I said, what? And she said, yes, she's dead.
Actually, following Cathy's death, Liz Crokin revisited the entire situation and directly pointed fingers at Jay-Z and Beyonce for having involvement in Cathy's demise. She posted on social media saying when Kanye West mentions Jay-Z having killers on payroll, she believes he's referencing whoever eliminated Cathy White. She stayed silent on this topic for years, but once Diddy faced legal troubles and Jay-Z got implicated, she returned with vengeance and declared, "Pay attention to the date. Hey Jay-Z, I was the journalist who spoke with your supposed mistress moments before her death. I have all the information, I know your actions. Screw you, your reckoning is approaching. Perhaps you and Diddy can become cellmates. Justice will prevail." She reinforced her statement by sharing footage of Kanye discussing how Jay-Z employed people ready to eliminate anyone on command.
Jay-Z called me. Hey, Jay-Z, I know you got. Please don't send him at my head. Just call.
the exposure of spirit-cooking Jay-Z, similar to Diddy, is inevitable. Kanye warned us Jay has murderers working for him. I have insider knowledge. He's fundamentally corrupt. My hope is Cathy White receives justice eventually. These fake icons will keep falling. Remember my prediction, but the story intensifies here. Wendy Williams actually noticed something suspicious unfolding, but hesitated commenting, since nothing was verified. She grew concerned about Cathy's safety too, and anticipated her doing that exclusive with Liz initially. Unfortunately, Cathy died before any interview materialized. During that waiting period though, Wendy actually dropped hints about Cathy's involvement, but deliberately avoided naming her directly to prevent becoming a target herself. Remember, Wendy had already received intimidation from both Diddy and Tupac previously, after she questioned their sexuality. Adding Jay-Z and Beyoncé to her enemies list was the absolute last scenario she wanted. She subtly referenced Cathy back in 2011 when that controversy about Beyoncé's stomach collapsing became viral. Essentially, B was expecting Blue then and appeared on an Australian television program for a conversation. As she positioned herself to sit down, her pregnant belly visibly folded unnaturally in real time, which sparked massive internet chaos. Accusations flew that she was secretly employing a surrogate while misleading everyone with a prosthetic bump, and speculation pointed to Cathy as that surrogate. Consider that Beyoncé had openly discussed her fertility problems previously, so these theories actually resonated with many observers. The following day after it occurred, Wendy also addressed it on television, and that's when she implied Cathy was functioning as Beyoncé's surrogate secretly.
Beyonce recently, like last Sunday, appeared on an Australian show. And when she sat down, the baby bump squashed, bent, and crumpled. Hold on. As ridiculous as it sounds, you know I did my research and we've got the video to prove. Hold on. So people started questioning, was this baby bump real or fake? Now, being a woman who, you know, I had my baby bump, many of you have had baby bumps, I never remember my baby bump squat. Just take a look at the video. Okay, so here's Beyonce and she's walking out and everything is fine. She's 5 months pregnant. Then she sits down and, okay, no, we're gonna rerun it until you see it. Let's do it in slow motion. You'll notice she's either giving birth to a Frisbee or Stewie from Family Guy. Look at the shape. Look, do you see? There it is, there it is. What that is, B? Okay, now let's bring it back and freeze it. Yeah, oh yeah, we're analyzing. There it is. What is that? Is that a baby bump? I don't know. I was on bed rest the whole time. I'm not exactly sure. But I can tell you, when I would get out of the bed and sit up at a kitchen table, I wouldn't be able to sit like that. Like, I was so concerned about my back and the baby. Even at 5 months, you know, I sat like this. Beyonce's pregnancy is a way of keeping Jay-Z's alleged mistress away. Beyonce's going to use a surrogate so she can maintain her body, but they're going to play it off like it's allegedly, you know, like they gave birth. Remember, I was the first one to say this, and you remember, because wait, I haven't said it yet. Watch. It's going to be an at-home water birth in the master bathroom. There are going to be 3 people there. Beyonce, Jay-Z, and her mother, Miss Tina. Watch.
At that particular moment, this represented everything Wendy publicly stated regarding this entire Cathy, Beyoncé, and Jay-Z romantic entanglement. Currently, though, she's supposedly claiming Cathy wasn't eliminated solely because of the surrogacy arrangement. Allegedly, she also possessed information about those powerful men frequenting Epstein Island. This intelligence was supposedly part of what she intended revealing in that exclusive conversation with Liz Crocken. Recall that Jay-Z appeared in the Epstein documentation for allegedly assaulting an incapacitated woman alongside Harvey Weinstein. Beyond her alleged involvement with Jay-Z, Cathy ran her own thriving PR business and collaborated with numerous prominent figures, meaning she understood or witnessed activities within these elite networks. According to Wendy, all these events coincided with Jay-Z's relationship with Cathy, and supposedly, she refused remaining silent while it persisted. I cannot verify these claims since they remain unconfirmed speculation, but if Wendy's statements hold truth, then it clarifies why Cathy's passing seemed so questionable from the beginning. How does a perfectly healthy 29-year-old suddenly expire from an aneurysm? Additional individuals were implicated, and the situation extended far beyond simple surrogacy arrangements. This explains why her close friend Claudia Jordan has deliberately distanced herself from this entire controversy. She certainly doesn't want them targeting her next. There's also speculation that Wendy Williams plans returning to television shortly, and this scandal will be among her discussion topics. We'll discover the truth eventually. Meanwhile, people shared their reactions, like one commenter who stated, "Regarding Cathy White, we understand Jay-Z eliminated her." Someone else responded, "Wendy Williams revealed Beyoncé's surrogate and exposed links connecting Diddy and Jay-Z and Kim Porter and Cathy White, who all perished under suspicious conditions." I'm curious about your perspective, though. What's your opinion on Cathy White supposedly visiting Epstein's Island? Do you find Wendy Williams' allegation credible that this contributed to Cathy's murder? Share your reactions in the comments below, and remember to click here for another incredibly dramatic video.
In your thoughts on Donald Trump and what it means for mass incarceration?
You know what? This is a labor of love for Jay, and as a result, he's my friend. We're here to talk about that and nothing else.
Then can I ask?